Masonry is a special group of people who know how to put roofs into the building. Then you have to put doors and windows. That takes another specialty to learn how to put doors and windows properly. And then outside you have to landscape so that it looks nice, and when it rains, a lot of mud doesn't wash into the building. And then you need internet communications. So all these things are part of the construction industry. And you are a very essential part with your masonry skills. Right? So by entering the construction industry, you are exposed to all these different things that I told you about. And if you have certain skills, certain things I'm going to tell you, then you can learn these other things little by little. And within few years, maybe 5 to 10 years, you can be a construction contractor. You can have your own company. So this is the first part of your journey in the construction industry. Okay? So what does it take to become very successful in this industry and eventually have your own company? It takes curiosity. You should be curious to learn. Every day is a new learning experience. You have to listen carefully to your teachers and ask a lot of questions. You know, and never be shy to ask questions. Even after my talk, I want you to ask me questions. Becomes completely strong, and you will confidence that I know and I can do it. Okay? Important curiosity to learn something new every day. And initiative means be bold and seek opportunity. Where there is somebody needing help, how can I help? So this is called initiative take. If you take initiative, people who employ you, the employers, will be very happy with you. You are constantly looking how to improve what you do and learn more and be a real productive person. So having initiative is very, very, very important. And the third most important thing is attitude. Attitude is how you approach anything. There are two types of attitude you can have. A positive attitude, saying, I can do this. I will learn. If I don't know, I will learn and I will do it. That's called a positive attitude. And with that attitude, enjoy what you do. Every day you go to work excited because you are helping build a building where people can live comfortably. You are helping society. So this is the kind of positive attitude if you have. You will enjoy what you do, and then you won't be complaining, oh, that didn't work, this. And you'll say, oh, okay, all that is part. I have to learn. You know, this didn't work, okay, how do I make it work? How do I ask my supervisor how to make it work? So, with that positive attitude, you will not be a complainer. You will learn how to do things and enjoy doing it. And opposite to that is a negative attitude. Means, this won't work, or this person is no good. This, tools I have is no good. All these things you keep good. That's called a negative attitude. You don't want to have a negative attitude. So develop this positive attitude right from the training. Then when you go into a job, people will love you. People will say, I want this person to be on my job. Because he has a positive attitude, she has a positive attitude, she is curious, and she takes initiative. Okay? And the final thing you need to be successful is teamwork. In construction, many, many people work together. Like I said, so many different skills are required. And you finish your masonry, the roofing contractor is ready to put his roof. And when you are doing a masonry also, you have somebody supplying you the mortar, just cement, sand, stone mixture. They're supplying you. So you have to work with them. You have to work with the person who delivers bricks. So all these different things, you have to learn teamwork. And if you are doing one portion of the wall, another person is doing it. How do you work with the coordinate other person? So teamwork is very, very important in construction. And so you should learn from each other, help each other, and make sure the job is done right and everybody is happy with the job. Okay?
Yes.
Then you will get a good reward. You will get a good salary, you will get a bonus. People want to give you to do all these things. So keep these things in mind when as you are learning and as you graduate and enter the workforce. Okay?
Yes.
And this is the time to learn about the theory or how things work. So for example, you have to learn how to read a drawing. Somebody will say, I want a building of this size, build it for me. They put it in a drawing. So many strong, so much high, so much high. And then they will say, you build it. So we have to learn how to read a drawing. So every construction project is a set of drawings. And you have to learn how to read those drawings, understand what's in the drawing, and how I'm going to build it in the field. So always learn how, if you have any questions or you don't understand the drawing, ask somebody. Because somebody else did the drawings. Like I'm an engineer, I do all the drawings. And then I give it to the contractor, to construction people like you. So if you don't understand, you ask the person who did the drawing. What does it mean? What does it say? So once you understand the drawing film, learn how to read it, then you are confident to do the masonry. Okay? And what does it involve? After reading the drawing, you have to make measurements. So you have to be accurate in your measurements, learn how to measure distances and also angles, because a roof, a building has 4 walls. Sometimes the walls can be at right angles, sometimes can be at a different angle. Okay? Somebody wants an octagonal building, 8-sided building, a 6-sided building, instead of 4 sides. You have to know what the different angles are. So all that to learn how to measure angles, how to read the angles. So all these things, how the building is laid out. You have a big site, how building is laid out. You say, okay, here the building goes, what the measurements are, you lay it out on the field. Then you know where you have to dig for the foundation. Once you put the foundation, then you start your masonry work to build the wall. Okay? With concrete blocks or bricks and then mortar. So this is what essentially you have to learn during this training. This is called the theory of masonry. And then there's the art of masonry. How you do it, how you work with your hands to do a quality job. That is number 1. Quality is number 1. If you do quality job, everybody will want you. You will be in demand. And then when you are in demand, you get a good pay. And then if you do well, you have curiosity, initiative, positive attitude, and teamwork, and people will reward. They say, hey, you finished it in time, finished it before time. So here is some more money, other than your paycheck. Okay? So all these things, you have to learn the art so that you don't make mistakes. You do it right the first time, and if you don't know something, you add. So as you practice, you become perfect. So this is where, if you build one wall, you think, oh, I know it. But next time you do it, there will be some other problems. Mortar is not right, it is too thin or too thick. What do I handle? So if you keep building many, many walls in your practice sessions, that is where you learn the art of masonry. So if you learn how to do it right, and how to use the tools for it, and how to get a beautiful, smooth, quality job, there's nothing excess outside coming, so there is smooth wall. So people like it. You don't do work which is not pretty balanced. you want to do a quality job. And so, if you keep on practicing, then you will master it and you will do it well. And that is what an employer wants. A person who does the job well and is aware of quality and how it looks and how it's correct things are used, correct amount of mortar, put the bricks right, correct angle. All those things are important. So you learn that in the art of masonry. So theory and practice. You have to learn the art of masonry. So practice it, and till you are confident that I can do it well, don't give up. Keep on practicing more. Okay? And two things to remember always for success in construction industry and in masonry skills of learning. First is safety. Because God has given us 2 feet, 2 hands, 2 eyes, ears, a head to think. And so, as you're doing it now, this helmet has to be there always. When you enter a construction site, you have to have a helmet. You don't know what might fall. Something, it's not stacked properly and a brick might fall. You don't want to get hurt in your head. It's the most important part of your body. So you always wear your helmet. The safety vest shows that you have another equipment is moving, the dirt there. They say, oh, this vest, somebody's standing there, they'll give you horn. They say, move away. Having the safety vest is very, very important. And also, eye protection, especially when you're cutting a masonry block because it is too big, that particular piece it doesn't fit, you're cutting it. So some spots might come, some pieces can get into your eyes, and they can ruin your eyesight. So always wear glasses when you're doing something which will harm your eyes. These are all called protective equipment. And then you always wear proper shoes. If you need gloves, you're dealing with hard stuff, you can wear some cloth gloves, plastic gloves, so that you don't get hurt in your fingers. So all these things, if you take a very noisy site, you get earplugs, you can put that. Because you don't want your hearing to get bad. So all these things are protective equipment. Usually, always the employer gives it to you when you start your job, and you have to use them. Otherwise, you will get hurt, then you cannot earn money, you will suffer, your family will suffer. So, always be safe. Safety is number one, quality is number one. These two things still be remembered in your mind. When you enter a job site, I am going to be safe and I am going to take pride in my work so that the owner is happy. The person for whom you are building the building is happy. And it's glad to pay you well. They might say, I'll pay you so much, but if you did it well and on time, you will say, hey, you did a wonderful job, that's some extra money. Okay? So, and people will remember you. Hey, person is a worker. He is a wonderful worker. She is very, very careful in doing the work and to be a very safe person. And people will say, not that person. Because this person is safe, and does a quality job. So these things are extremely important in what you are doing. I want to wish you all the luck in this learning process. And you are entering a field which is very, very big worldwide. And if you are, there are skilled people in India who go to Dubai to make more money because there is so much building going on in the Middle East. So you can even get a chance to, out of your country, to do something. Because building demand is everywhere. People are building things, building buildings, building offices, building high-rise towers, everything building is going on. You go to Nairobi, you see so many of these high-rise buildings, so many brand new buildings using bricks, mortar, glass, everything. So as you learn, this is the basic thing you're learning masonry. After masonry, you will learn a lot of skills. How to do your masonry, the window perfectly fits. Okay? So all these things you have to learn, be careful, ask a lot of questions, and remember the 4 main things that you know. Curiosity, taking initiative, and positive attitude, and teamwork. If you keep these things in mind, more important things to do, and ultra important things of safety and quality, you will succeed. The construction industry will be a great mason in demand everywhere. Not only in your community, but other communities might say, hey, this is a good person, I want it. I'm going to pay more. Because this person is skilled, does quality work, is a safe person. Because if you are not safe, what happens is this insurance company has to pay to take care of it. And then the cost of the construction goes up. Nobody wants you to see the cost go up. So if you take precautions, you will not suffer, you will be safe, and the job will get done on time. The cost of the project will be within it. Okay?
Yes.
I've told you a lot of things, If you have any questions, ask, and you can tell less others, you can write to me, and answer questions. I, in my own construction company, for about 6 years, did a lot of heavy construction. I went underground with tunnels. There also, we needed masons to build this kind of tunnel lining underground. So all these things, as part of the construction industry, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I employed a lot of people, and I was happy to see something that I have done which is useful for society. Okay? So always keep the big picture in mind that I want to learn this, I want to learn more and more things in the construction industry and become good at it. So then I will be in demand at all times. I will never face having not having a job. I always have a job. I do it well, earn a good living, then take care of myself and my family. Okay? Good. So this is what I wanted to tell you. Any questions? I will answer them.
If you have questions, you come to the front.
Was the volume of voice coming out properly, Liz?
Yes, it was good.
Okay.
It was good. So questions for Dr. Rajaram? Come here, you ask the question, come to the front. Remember, don't be shy. We want people who are courageous, bold, and ready to change the world. Cindy? Yes. Come in
And
front.
so glad some girls have entered this job because there is a lot of demand. You want men and women in this construction field. So I want women to find and learn also, okay? So more women, more men, construction industry becomes better, okay?
Okay, my name's Joshua Musolo. I'm also one of the trainees.
Can you hear him, Dr. Rajaram? Okay.
Yeah, I'm Joshua Musolo. I'm one of the trainees. Just I have a question I had about, maybe I would like to ask, after these 3 months, as we are going to have here some sessions here, some learnings here, is there any industrial attachment that you're going to take us through, or maybe after this one, we're just going to be thrown away in the wild society for ourselves to feed in? Next question. Now, with us, some of us are coming from backgrounds whereby you are nobody in the top, and in this country, maybe you need some connection before you are linked somewhere. So we end up fixing ourselves in some small jobs here whereby they cannot benefit you too much, or maybe they cannot encourage you to continue to pursue your objectives in such a thing like building the way you're involved in. So how did you come up, maybe once you are at that position, how did you come up in such a situation that you develop from such a background up to a developed person the way you are? And those are my questions, and thank you.
Okay. So mainly what it takes is hard work, okay? If you work hard, you learn things well. And when I told you about teamwork, you will learn to work with others. And so in your job, you learn to work with your team. But there are other construction companies in the area. So you always have to be curious what is going on, what are the kinds of work that is coming up. So you will constantly be in touch with people in the industry. And then you know what projects are coming up and they need masonry skills. Go there. Other soft skills are pleasantries, speak to others, and how you dress up, show confidence. If you go like this to work, they say, oh, that's not you. You're worked up and say, I'm not here. What's the job? Let's do it. When you show that excitement, people love to have you. So these are the kinds of things you have to learn to be on time. The job starts at 7, you be there 5 minutes before. Okay? So you are prepared for the job to start at 7. You don't go 5 minutes late. People will say this person doesn't care for the job. So always be early, never late, and do your job with sincerity. I'm done with this job, what is the next job? Sometimes it might be this time. And then you say, what is the next thing I can help with? Instead of just standing like that. And people say, this person, always is not taking initiative. So if you do these things, you're constantly learning, you're asking questions, and then people will say, I want this. This person is a good mason. He is skilled, he has the right attitude, and he will do a good job very safely and with good quality. So if you do these kinds of things, you will have a job all the time. You don't need to have some uncle in construction or somebody else, some friend in construction to get you a job. You get certified as a good mason, and with that certificate and your proper attitude and the people you meet, you will always have jobs. You learn more and more, and then you don't want to be a mason all your life. This is just a start. You learn other skills, like I said, how to put on doors and windows, how to install electrical and mechanical systems in a building. You learn all these things, then you become all round. This is called a general contractor. You know everything about construction. Then you can get anywhere. And I said, my dream for you is to start your own construction company someday, in your own community. Okay?
Next question.
My name is
Hello?
Nasriyu Edna. I would like to ask whether after this course, at the end of this course, think we are pursuing certificate. So my question is, will we be able to read further, to learn more, and maybe diploma, degrees, and whatever? That's my
Yeah. No, absolutely. And there are technical colleges in your area, okay? And if you have this experience, you can join a diploma in civil engineering. Okay? Civil engineering, that means your opportunities become bigger and bigger and bigger. But this is a start. And you will learn more only if you're curious. If you want to learn, if you want to do well. Like even right after masonry, I told you there's so many other things. In masonry builds the walls. Then somebody has to install the windows. So, somebody is installing windows. You ask them, hey, how do you do it? You learn how to put the window frame properly, how to put the doors. So, as you're learning masonry, as you're doing masonry job, other people are doing other things. You have questions, you have time, you ask them. So you learn that also. So you can next say to the next job, you can say, hey, I can do the walls, I can do the windows and doors, I can do all that. And so you learn how to do the roof. You know the whole building, how to do it. Walls, windows, doors, roof, everything. So with that, even within construction, you can learn these things. But if you want to go more like I did, I studied for many, many years in college to become construction company owner. Okay? So I did a lot of hard work, learned how to work with my hands, learned how to work with my head, my brain. So all these things, if you do work well with your hands, use your brain properly, nothing is to stop you from doing whatever you do. I was also a young person in a village in India many, many, many years ago. But with a dream and hard work, I am very successful in being person and I can help others. So this is what it takes, always wanting to learn, being curious, and then after a few years of masonry, you say, hey, is there a diploma? I've saved some money. I want to go to a diploma in civil engineering. And then that will open up more and more doors, opportunity. You can go to Nairobi, you can go to anywhere in the world, anywhere in the Middle East. Great jobs available. Okay? So learn this basic skill very well. Learn these other things I told you about taking initiative, taking pride in your work, and doing quality work. Doing all that in a safe manner, and people will say, this person has the right attitude, always takes initiative, works well with the team, is very safe, is quality. When people say that, you are in demand, people want you, and then you can get a job anywhere. And then, as you said, you can progress more and more with a little bit more education, you can get more opportunities. Okay? It's just a start, remember, it's just a start.
Okay, my name is Timothy Wanjala. I would like to know how did you manage to balance the family with your career, because sometimes it seems to be difficult for some people to balance their careers with their family. And the next question, I would like to know if you will bring us the college so that many youths many people may continue to get these skills. Thank you.
So again, work-life balance is very, very important. So when you work, you don't think about family. You come to the job at 7 a.m., say. From 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 4 p.m., whatever you work, you just focus on your work. You do it well. And when you leave work, you don't think about your work at all, what is to be done tomorrow. You focus on your family. Okay? And when you have some important family emergency, take care of some sick person in your family, you tell your employer, give some notice, saying, I need 2 days off because brothers sick or parents need some help. If you tell them, people will give you time. Take care of your family too. So we are doing all this to earn a good living, to take care of ourselves and our family. So always remember, when you do your work, fully focus on work. No other distractions of thinking, oh, what's happening with family or what I should do. No. You work, you go back home, you totally focus on family. Don't think about work. Okay? If you do that, you can balance it well. And again, the right attitude, you will always be in demand. You will enjoy what you do. And that is more important. Not saying, oh, I can't go to work. Then that attitude defeats you, and the person, employer, knows this person didn't come up with a lot of excitement to do the work. So always be excited about life, about work, about family, everything. Life is to be enjoyed, and work is just part of the process. Okay?
Any other questions?
Any other questions?
Okay, my name is Edwin Wanyoni, and and we'd like to, first of all, I'd like to extend a vote of thanks, my colleagues and I, for this opportunity granted to us. Okay, my question is, after this course, will you be able to, with the organization, be able to expose us to any industrial attachment? Thank you.
Yeah, we are working with different employers in the area. For example, there's a company called Floward Investments there. They do a lot of construction there. So, we will tell them, hey, this person did very well in our training. Why don't you take him for a job in your company? So we are in touch with many employers in the area, and we will recommend you, if you do well in the course, take a lot of interest, do the things I told you, then we can tell you, hey, these employers are looking for a job. We will give you a list, and these employers we know, they have a job. Go how to interview properly, we teach you that. So then you can go interview and get a job. We will always help you get a job. It's called placement. We will try to place you in the area.
Before you is Amos Bracho. My question is just a simple question. I would like to ask you, becoming with this nice program is not a joke. I would like to ask you to tell us the biggest secret behind this program for you prospering and becoming a big person in your society. Most of us, we would like to be like you in our future. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Again, like I said, I also come from a village in India. And just by studying well, by working hard, learning things, having the right attitude, positive attitude, and so you can also do it. And this question of looking for opportunities. If you're curious, you will look in the internet or in local newspapers, which companies are doing what kind of construction. You'll always be aware of the job market. Be aware of the job market so that you know what jobs are people are looking for, so that you can qualify for it. Okay? So this is what it is. And I said, these things shall range from my experience. I was always curious to learn more. That's why I came to the US or India and learned more here. And I was always working hard, helping them work. I did a quality job. And I took care of my family. A wonderful daughter, wonderful family. And I spent time, family, and work, but do one thing and do it well. And take pride in your work. That's most important. Okay? So, I think, I can answer more questions, but for now, let us wrap it up. If any other questions, feel free to send it to Liz. I will answer it. But I want to wish you the best in completing this course well, learning a lot, and doing quality masonry, which you can be proud of your work, others want to be part of their work.